Okay, so I want to talk about something here, and there is this whole ass drama about, for example, Pedro Pascal being all touchy feely with his coworkers, and I want to address that this is an actual problem, and it's not just. Also, another problem that we are facing is that we collectively have shitty boundaries. We collectively have normalized things that should have not been normalized. For example, with the OnlyFans, we normalized. We really did. We normalized prostitution. Okay. And with the rise of it, we can see it in our society how we react to these touchy-feely things, and it is not normal. It is not normal. The constant sex sells media is also not normal to the amount how we are experiencing this right now, and the dating field is absolute trash can with the lack of boundaries and people consenting to the wildest things and absolute boundary breakage and psychological wreckage of their psyche because they think it's normal because others do it, and they consider that if my group does it or if some others do it, then I may also get involved into this stuff, right? And I'm talking about any boundary breaking stuff, and this goes unnoticed. These things go gradually. These things don't go like, oh, all of a sudden, aggressive measure. Oh, they aggressively harassed me without consent. No, this goes by testing boundaries always. And the group also goes by testing your boundaries, how much you can go for. And also, this psychological, energetic flow goes by boundary breakage gradually, alright? And so I want to address that this is not normal. As somebody who has studied photography in the past, I can make an example out of one thing to compare in this case. Alright. Photographers, a good photographer is like a hunter. And we were literally told this by our teacher. Alright. We were told this by our teacher that the good photographer is like a hunter. The good photographer does not care. Say, for example, on the street photography, alright? It's not just, I'm not talking about paparazzis, that's a whole another story, and they do not have boundaries. They are not completely out of measure. I'm not going to talk about this now. I will talk about just street photography, for example, alright? A good street photographer, he's like a hunter. He or she, doesn't matter, will capture what they see. They won't go and ask and wait for the moment to be gone. They will take that picture. They will take the shot. Alright? That's take a shot. That's a good photographer. Okay? However, there are rules. There's one rule that goes out of it. Out of trash can. Alright? Out in that trash can is that you cannot take a picture of children on the street without consent. You cannot. That's not allowed. And this is an example in the whole paradigm that we are experiencing right now, and more cases also come up, not only with the adults being touchy-feely, but the worst case scenarios when there are little pedos such as Diddy, such as, yes, I mean, the abuse towards someone we all know. Justin Bieber, he was a teenager. He was a little child, a minor, all right. It's not the only case. It's actually super common. And I want to address this topic once and for all. Fucking stop touching children that are not yours. Stop touching children that are not yours, that are not related to you. Do not touch them without consent. To men, I used to have measures to men where I'm like, all right, if they ask the child and the child's okay with having a hug, then it's fine. Let's say at public events, at different social gatherings, the Hollywood, etc., those measures, or when they see their idols, children, and when in Disney, you know, for example, how children want to hug their favorite characters. This is unclear, and it is a very discussable and strongly arguable and tense boundary perception here. And it is valid because 1 in 10 men, and I've seen a criminal psychologist speaking about this case, about their criminologist friend who works in the field with pedos, prosecuting them, has told that they're incredibly common. And you can't see their aggression. It's not there. It's gradual. And this is why I am telling, stop touching children without their consent. You ask them, do they want the hug? And only then you hug them. There's one thing where I'll go the measure and say, don't be weird with children. Why? Listen, I know there are people who consider themselves gods, empathic beings, or whatever, and that your energy is healing, and you will touch as a child, and I don't know, like he or she will develop some special abilities or talents. Alright? Yeah, maybe you're a god. But listen here, God. Do not touch children without their consent. And without their parent consent. And what I mean by touching is hug. A simple hug. Don't do that. Don't take them by the hand if they are not your children. I'm serious here. Why? As again I said, it is not attack to those who are just kind people. But we don't know whether you're a kind person. We don't know that. Do you have a fact check? Do you have a document where it shows that you're clean and kind? Trust nobody, especially now. Don't trust men with your children. Don't trust there are also women out there who are predators, alright? Don't trust someone else, random, with touching your child. Why? Because that breaks their boundaries, gradually. One hug with boundary breaking can contribute to your child's psyche and how they perceive it further on. It's gradual change in their psyche that is developing. It's only developing. And how you influence a child that way, they will think it's okay to do this with everyone else. You cannot contribute to children's well-being by breaking their boundaries or trying to erase them gradually. Even if that does not come from malicious act, you have to understand that you need to stop doing that with children that are not yours. And this is a serious topic. Alright, that's besides the Pedro Pascal case. He does that with adults, like, I don't know, coworkers, everyone. But usually I've seen him actually doing that with women. Attractive women. I haven't seen him doing that with Bella Ramsey. I'm not going to say she's not attractive, but she's not what conventionally attractive Hollywood woman is seen as. You know what I mean. The male gaze, right? She's attractive in her own measures of alternative, creative cases, and not in the classical standard of what is male gaze woman. So, to continue, what to even add more? Alright, this topic has been weighing heavily on me for a long time. Seeing different case scenarios on Twitter X shared by other people, seeing in media, in YouTube shared by other people, seeing on socials how people react to these things. And the scariest thing is how normal people perceive that when a celebrity hugs and touches their children without consent. How normalized is not only normalized, it is glorified, and you guys, it's fucking scary. It's fucking scary. Because if that person is not a bad person, your child's psyche is not going to play up when they actually need to defend themselves, when they actually need to defend their boundaries. And I'm not saying about aggressive cases. Initial cases are not aggressive, they gradually change your child's psyche. And it's a gradual contribution. So where do you want your gradual child's psyche's contribution be at? So they would have healthy sense of boundaries, self-respect, and respect of their physical and emotional body? Or where they are contributing to boundary breakage constant basis? Stop normalizing random people. No fucking matter their status. No matter how good they are perceived by other people. My darlings, the church members have plenty of pedophilia. And they're not shown as aggressive. They're not. You don't see that. Stop allowing your children be touched by random ass people. No matter how high in status they are, they could be gods and goddesses. Don't let them touch your children without consent. Be a parent who is aware of what you are doing. Stop glorifying these people.